Once the plane is taxiing to the runway, there are many possible problems. Examples include mechanical failure, changing weather, and de-icing delays. Sometimes a plane may need to return to the terminal or find another parking place.
What's an indication of a mechanical problem?
Yes, that's right.
A warning light may signal a mechanical problem.
Sometimes a plane may need to return to the terminal or find another parking place.
What's an example of a weather condition?
Yes, that's right.
Lightning strikes near the airport may be a reason to delay takeoffs.
Listen to the following example. Your flight has been cleared to Hong Kong from Narita. You have been cleared to runway. Your flight has been cleared to Hong Kong.
What's an example of a weather condition?
Yes, that's right.
Lightning strikes near the airport may be a reason to delay takeoffs.
Listen to the following example. The flight will be from Narita to Hong Kong. You have been cleared to runway 16 right. You are number 5 in a line of 9 aircraft. Suddenly, you get a call from the cabin crew. A passenger is having a heart attack. You are informed by the cabin crew that there is a doctor on board. The captain and first officer are now deciding what to do.
We'll have to declare an emergency and go back to the gate.
Ground Dynet 8 is declaring an emergency. We need to return to the gate immediately.
Dynet 8, what is the emergency?
A passenger is having a heart attack. We need immediate clearance to go back to the gate. We need emergency personnel to meet the aircraft.
What do they need at the gate?
Yes, that's right.
They need emergency personnel to meet them.
We need emergency personnel to meet the aircraft.
Who has informed the captain that there is a problem?
Yes, that's right.
The captain has been informed by the cabin crew.
We need emergency personnel to meet the aircraft.
What do they want to do?
Yes, that's right.
They want to return to the gate.
Dynet 8, what gate are you returning to?
Stand by. We'll call the company. Operations. Dynet 8. We have a medical emergency. We need to return to a gate immediately. Do you have an open gate?
Negative. We don't have an available gate.
Ground. Dynet 8. We don't have an available gate. Where can we park?
Dynet 8 will take you to stand 5.
The ATC now directs the 4 aircraft in front of Dynet 8 to taxi down the runway and exit via taxiway Charlie. Then they will turn right and go back into position via the parallel taxiway Foxtrot.
Air China 1, taxi down the runway, turn right at taxiway Charlie and right on Foxtrot. Taxi runway 16 right.
The air traffic controller directs the other aircraft in line to follow Air China 01. ATC directs Dynet 8 to taxi down the runway and proceed to the parking area via taxiway Charlie.
Which taxiway runs parallel to taxiway Delta?
Yes, that's right.
Foxtrot runs parallel to Delta.
The aircraft behind Dynet 8 are instructed to hold short at Foxtrot. They will give way to the 4 aircraft taxiing into position via Foxtrot.
Japan Air 2, hold short at Foxtrot and give way to Air China 747. You are number 4 in the sequence, after the Air France Airbus.
This procedure causes a delay, but keeps the takeoff sequence the same for the other aircraft.
Dynet 8, the emergency vehicles will meet you at stand 5.
Here is another situation. You are on taxiway Foxtrot. The airplane behind you reports fluid spilling from your left main gear. This is what you might hear.
Dynet 8, aircraft behind you reports fluid coming from your left main gear.
Dynet 8, how much fluid is reported?
Fluid is coming out in a spray and several liters are reported on the ground.
Where is the fluid coming from?
Yes, that's right.
It's coming from the left main landing gear.
Fluid is coming out in a spray and several liters are reported on the ground.
Who reported this problem to the ATC?
Yes, that's right.
It was reported by the aircraft just behind Dynet 8.
The crew looks at their instruments to check temperature and quantity of hydraulic fluid.
Is the quantity decreasing?
Yes, it's decreasing. If it's going on to the brakes, we want to be towed back to the gate.
Let's stop and get a tug to bring us back to the gate.
The first officer now calls ground.
Ground, Dynet 8. We have a hydraulic leak and need to be towed back to the gate.
The FO now contacts company operations and requests a tow. Then the captain makes an announcement to the passengers.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain. We have a hydraulic leak that is affecting our brakes. We have to be towed back to the gate. We apologize for the delay. As soon as more information is available, we'll let you know. At the gate, an agent will come on the airplane to rebook you if necessary.
What is going to tow the plane back to the gate? What is going to tow the plane back to the gate?
Yes, that's right.
A tug will tow them back to the gate.
At the gate, an agent will come on the airplane to rebook you if necessary.
What kind of leak do they have?
Yes, that's right.
They have a hydraulic leak.
In the next example, we have a possible cargo fire. You are number 4 in line for takeoff. The plane in front of you has a cargo fire indication. Their captain instructs the FO to accomplish the cargo fire checklist. This takes about a minute. At the end of this time, the warning light is still on, and their cabin crew reports smoke and a hot floor. Their captain orders an evacuation of the airplane. You then hear on your radio,
Flight 6, we have a cargo fire. We are evacuating the aircraft.
Flight 6, fire equipment is on the way.
You see smoke coming from the plane in front of you. Its slides have deployed and passengers are running in all directions from the aircraft. You are about 100 feet behind the burning aircraft. Here are some of the choices the crew can make. 1. Do nothing and monitor the situation. 2. Shut down your engines. 3. Request fire trucks to protect your airplane. 4. Evacuate your airplane. 5. Request a tug to push you further away from the burning aircraft. In this situation, are there any other choices? What determines which choice you would make?
What is being used to get passengers off the plane?
Yes, that's right.
The emergency slides are being used.
What determines which choice you would make?
What might happen if someone gets too close to your aircraft?
Yes, that's right.
They might be sucked into an engine.
In the next example, we have a communication problem. You have a cargo fire indication. You accomplish the cargo fire checklist and the warning light remains on. Some smoke is reported in the cabin. You call ground and describe the situation. The ATC fails to acknowledge the situation.
Ground, Dyna 8. We have a possible cargo fire.
Dyna 8, hot shot and taxiway hotel. Give way to 747 on your right.
What does this response indicate?
Please make a choice.
What does this response indicate?
Yes, that's right.
The ATC may not understand English.
If the ATC is having difficulty with English, you need to restate the problem with alternate phraseology.
Ground, Dyna 8. We are declaring an emergency. We have a fire. Send fire equipment.
Dyna 8, say again.
The ATC may still not understand, so use alternate expressions and simplify your speech. Repeating the same thing over and over is not a good idea. Vary and simplify your speech.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Fire, Dyna 8.
Understand. Dyna 8, fire truck coming.
In this example, the aircraft is an A320 at stand 35, awaiting taxi instructions.
Ground, EPTI 02, stand 35. Request taxi.
EPTI 02, clear to taxi via Tango to holding pond runway 23 right.
Flight 02 begins its taxi. While taxiing, the aircraft develops a problem. The crew notices a master caution light.
We have a master caution indication. It's the hydraulic system.
Okay, let's stop here. Let's see if we can isolate the problem.
It shows low pressure in the left hydraulic system. I think the pump has failed.
Ground, EPTI 02. We have developed a problem. We'd like to hold here and try to sort it out.
EPTI 02, roger. Turn left on November 1 to hold.
EPTI 02, left, November 1, hold, will advise. I'm setting the parking brakes. Let's run the hydraulic failure checklist.
As they go through the checklist, they reset the circuit breakers. The caution indication goes out.
What did they do to fix the problem?
Yes, that's right.
They went through the appropriate checklist.
EPTI 2 is taxiing on Kilo approaching Tango. The cabin crew reports smoke in the cabin. It's coming from one of the rear toilets. The captain delays departure and gives instructions to the cabin crew. The first officer contacts ground.
EPTI 02, we have smoke in the cabin. Can we return to the gate?
EPTI 02, are you going to declare an emergency? And do you intend to evacuate the aircraft?
EPTI 02, stand by.
The cabin crew reports that they have put out the fire. However, the area is still hot.
We'll go back to the gate and get it checked out. I'll talk to the passengers. Advise ground that we need to return to the gate.
Ground, EPTI 02. The fire is out, but we'd like to return to the gate.
EPTI 02, understood. You can return via Tango and November.
Who put out the fire?
Yes, that's right.
The cabin crew put out the fire.
EPTI 02. Understood. You can return via Tango and November.
Why are they going back to the gate?
Yes, that's right.
We'll go back to the gate and get it checked out. I'll talk to the passengers.
EPTI 02. Understood. You can return via Tango and November.
Why are they going back to the gate?
Yes, that's right.
We'll go back to the gate and get it checked out. I'll talk to the passengers.
Thank you for your effort. Please choose the part you